Hello, my friends. So I just wanted to give you a little video to help you with your No Red Ink assignment. So obviously you're going to go to NoRedInk.com. You're going to log in with your Google. When it says sign in with Google, you're going to go ahead and sign in that way if it does not automatically allow you to go into it. So what you guys are working with, or you are finding a couple different things today. You're going to have a couple questions about complete and incomplete sentences. Remember how sometimes I write your sentence is not complete. So we're going to be practicing that today. And then also you guys are going to be focusing on finding the subject of a sentence. Now the subject of a sentence is the main part, like who or what the sentence is mainly about, like what's going on in the sentence with said person or the what, right? So let's do a couple examples. During Olaf's trip to Yankee Stadium, the tour guide gave him a free hat. Now, it's about Olaf, right? But let's take let's take it a little bit deeper. During Olaf's trip to Yankee Stadium, comma, the tour guide gave him a free hat. Well, gave is a verb, right? Gave is a verb, and that is a action verb, right? A verb is something that you do. So the tour guide gave him a free hat. So the tour guide is the subject of this sentence because it's saying the tour guide gave him a free hat. So the tour guide. The tour guide is who the subject of the sentence is about. Now, don't get confused about Olaf because Olaf's here, but also this comma, and then it says the tour guide gave him a free hat. So it's talking specifically about the tour guide. All right. And again, yesterday afternoon, I went to the zoo with Tamata and took pictures of snakes. So yesterday afternoon, so it's telling us the time and the date. I went to the zoo with Tamata and took pictures of snakes. Okay? Tamatoa, sorry. Man, what's going on with me today? So it's talking about I. I went. Went is an action verb, right? I went somewhere. It's mainly talking about I because it's saying that I am the main person in this sentence, right? It's saying yesterday afternoon, I went to the zoo with Tamatoa and took pictures of snakes. So it would be I, okay? So at the last minute, the librarians asked Amelia Earhart to sort all of the books. So the librarians asked Amelia Earhart to sort all of the books. So asked is a verb, and it's saying the librarians asked Amelia Earhart to sort all of the books. So the librarians, because they asked Amelia Earhart to sort all of the books. So it was the librarians. Okay, now it's going to ask me if this is a complete thought or an incomplete thought. Is the highlighted portion of this sentence a complete or incomplete thought? Albus Dumbledore will pull a rabbit out of his hat. Albus Dumbledore will pull a rabbit out of his hat. So there's a subject, right? It's all about Dumbledore. And it's saying will pull a rabbit out of his hat. Well, will pull, that is a verb, right? He's gonna pull a rabbit out of his hat. So it has a subject and a verb. And the complete thought is there. So it's a complete thought. Now, is the highlighted portion of the sentence a complete or incomplete thought? Tripping over the cat on the way. So tripping over the cat on the way. Well, we have our verb, tripping over. Tripping is our verb, right? But it doesn't tell me who. I mean, it tells me who over here, Luna Lovegood tried to run out of the room, tripping over the cat on the way. But as far as me following the directions, is the highlighted portion of the sentence a complete or incomplete thought? It's not telling me who in this sentence. It's just saying tripping over the cat on the way. So it's not telling me who in the highlighted section. So that's incomplete. Now it's going to ask me the subject of a sentence. I asked Kevin Durant to babysit my tarantula. That is funny because I would never own a tarantula. Select the subject of the sentence. I asked Kevin Durant to babysit my tarantula. I asked. Well, asked is my verb, and it's talking about me. So I am the subject of the sentence. I asked Kevin Durant to babysit my baby tarantula, or my tarantula. I is a subject. For extra luck, Minnie Mouse threw 2 pennies in the wishing well. Minnie Mouse and threw. So look, it threw is my verb. Minnie Mouse is my subject because it's mainly about her. It's not mainly, it is about her. Okay. Last one. M'Baku hid behind the potted plant, laughing hysterically. Well, I have to see if this is a complete or incomplete thought. How I know that it's how it's complete is it has to have a subject and a verb. Okay, so first, hid, that is a verb. If you hid somewhere, you're physically doing something. It's an action word. So, M'Baku hid behind the potted plant. Well, M'Baku is my subject. It's about the person, right? So that actually is a complete thought, even though there's a comma and then things after it. This works because it says my subject and then it says my verb. So I'm A-okay. Pretty cool. So that is a complete thought. Okay. Riding Grandma Talia's new jet ski. Okay, so let's think about this. One, it's a sentence all by itself. There's no commas and anything after it. So let's find the verb. Riding. Okay. So riding Grandma Tala's new jet ski. So it's telling me who's the owner of the jet ski. This is what this part of the sentence is saying. Grandma Talia's new jet ski. So the jet ski belongs to Grandma, right? And then riding. But it doesn't tell me who's riding Grandma's new jet ski, right? It's just saying riding Grandma Talia's new jet ski. This doesn't tell me who's riding it. This just tells me what is being ridden, like being more specific about what's riding, right? So we have riding, but we don't know who's riding the new jet ski. So it's an incomplete thought because we don't have a subject. It's not telling us who's riding the new awesome jet ski that Grandma just got, or the Grandma Talia's new jet ski, right? Like we don't know because it doesn't say like I was riding Grandma Talia's new jet ski. It doesn't say that. It just says riding Grandma Talia's new jet ski. Okay, so that's incomplete, right? So you are going to have similar questions on yours, on your own assignment. As you can see, you have 20 questions. If you have any questions at all, you need to stay after one of the Zoom calls and say, Mrs. Bautista, can you please help me? I don't understand this question. And then you could share your screen and then I can help you, okay? I also have my office time. But if you're completing this, this assignment at like 9 o'clock and you know that I'm on the Zoom until 9:15, just log back onto the Zoom and say, hey, Mrs. Bautista, can you help me with, this problem? And you don't have to wait until my office time, right? You guys can be problem solvers and not push all your work until later on in the afternoon, right? Okay, so I will talk to you guys later and have fun with this. Bye.